place, but nothing exciting, nothing exceptional. We walked down the grassy area.
Hey, it's Moorman.
There are only a few sites in the world where we can say, world history changed there.
This is a friendly crowd in downtown Dallas as the President and the First Lady pass by.
Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas is one of them.
It's a tremendous welcome, not a placard in downtown Dallas.
It was here, 60 years ago, that a promising young president was assassinated. In the building from which John F. Kennedy was shot, the 6th floor museum now stands as a poignant reminder of that fateful day. What happened on that day? Who killed the president? Was it a lone man or a conspiracy? Many questions have remained unanswered since November 1963. The films, photos, and testimonies of the tragedy presented in the museum seem to hold part of the answer. What if you could step inside them and go back in time? In 1963, Ann Moorman was a 31-year-old stay-at-home mother. On November 22nd, she went to downtown Dallas with her friend Jean to snap pictures of the President and the First Lady with her brand-new Polaroid camera. 60 years later, Moorman still lives in a suburb of Dallas. She vividly remembers the day that changed her life forever.
That day is as vivid in my mind as if it happened yesterday. It was an exciting day. We were so anticipating to see Jackie. She was a fashion plate at that time and wanted to make sure that we got to see her along with the president. To see a president in our lifetime so close would be a real experience. That day is as vivid in my mind as if it happened yesterday. And it was an exciting day. We were so anticipating to see Jackie. She was a fashion plate at that time and wanted to make sure that we got to see her along with the president. To see a president in our life.
Dallas Love Field. This is the control tower at Dallas Love Field, where a large crowd is gathered now to await the arrival of President and Mrs. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. President now partially obscured behind his wife.
On the second day of his visit to Texas, President Kennedy lands at Dallas Love Field Airport for a stop in Dallas. He and his wife Jackie board the presidential limousine for a 10-mile motorcade, hoping to shore up support in Texas. A large crowd welcomes the Kennedys as their open-top limo enters downtown Dallas. A few blocks down the road, Ann Moorman has been waiting for the motorcade since 11 a.m.
The march where the president talked at approximately 1 o'clock.
My friend Jean Hill and I, we got downtown probably 11-ish.
Which will also be carried live right here on most of these channels. And then we'll be back here again, of course, as we told you, at about 2:15 for the president's departure.
Dealey Plaza was a pretty place, but nothing exciting, nothing exceptional. We walked down the grassy area. We had no problem finding a place to stand so we could take the picture of the president when he was coming down the street.
Thousands should already be on the street right now, waiting for a view of the president and his wife.
It was getting closer to the noonish time. By then, people began to gather on the street.
As we can see, the presidential limousine even further down the street is a tremendous welcome. Not on Chief Judge Curry and Sheriff Bill Decker. And here is the President of the United States. And what a crowd, what a tremendous welcome he's getting now.
The crowd was getting louder, so we knew that the limo was coming closer to us. We were getting so excited.
As the motorcade enters Dealey Plaza, John and Jackie smile and wave back to the people crowded on the sidewalks. The car turns right onto Houston Street, then left onto Elm Street.
And there's Jackie. She's getting just as big a welcome.
The limousine passes the Texas School Book Depository and proceeds down Elm Street for the last portion of the route toward a scheduled luncheon at the Dallas Trade Mart. On the right side of the road, standing atop a concrete pedestal, a man named Abraham Zapruder is about to capture one of the most infamous home movies of the 20th century.
As the limo approached us, the first sound happened. And I was watching the car, and I heard more sounds. I had no idea where the sounds were coming from. They just sounded like firecrackers to me. Gene was hollering, "Look this way, Mr. President, we want to take your photo." And by then, I had put the camera up to my face and was waiting just for the right moment to take the picture. I thought, I saw his hair jump. That wasn't his hair. Later, I found that was his head. I had no idea they were shots. Everything was over with. The car left. People then began to drop to the ground, and we did kind of squat to the grass. People began to run in all directions. Gene took off and ran across the street because everybody was running in that direction. And I just stood there. It was chaotic. It was unbelievable.
Here is a bulletin from CBS News. In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. The first reports say that President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
It was just a picture. I didn't see that he was slumped, but all this took place in just seconds. It was, the minutes passed so fast, and I didn't have any idea of the importance of the picture that I took.
The iconic picture was examined by law enforcement within minutes and soon seen in newspapers all around the world.